Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're going to be testing out this new ALAMAR Cosmetics Brighten and Bronze Complexion Trio. I also picked up the Colorette Blush Trio, which is not new, but since I was on the website I decided to grab both. So if you want to see how these work, make sure you keep on watching. Okay peeps, let's go ahead and get right on into this new-ish. This is the, of course, Brighten and Bronze Complexion Trio by ALAMAR Cosmetics, and it says it's infused with hyaluronic acid. If you did not know or are not familiar with ALAMAR Cosmetics, I believe this is Latina owned. And yeah, it's a smaller beauty brand, and I've seen a lot of her items come in the what's the name of that box, the subscription box. Can't think of the name of it right now because I'm not subscribed to the box, but I've seen a lot of her items coming in. So when I seen this online, I was like, hey, I need to pick that up. And then while on the site, I just was like, let me go ahead and grab the blush palette. So this comes in 3 different shades for 3 different types of skin tones. So she has a light, medium, and a deep. And of course I grabbed the deep one because it seemed the most fitting. It comes with a brightener, bronzer, and a deepener, which I am assuming is a contour shade. Now, first impressions, like, I'm looking at this shade for the Brighten. Let me move my camera. I'm looking at the shade for the Brighten, and it looks pretty orangey. So I'm going to be using that underneath my eyes, and I'm not sure if that's going to, like, work for me, because I feel like I could have went with the brightener shade in the medium palette, because orangey, like, I was a makeup artist using a brightener for like a really chocolate tone. I probably would lean more towards like a hint of peach instead of doing that like bright banana yellow, because I think that would suit better for brightening. But I'm not quite that deep, so I'm not sure if that is going to look a hot mess on me, but we're going to try it out. And it's not a setting powder, it's exclusively a brightener, so I'm going to keep it underneath the eye, and then I'm going to use this, of course, to bronze as supposed to, cinnamon sugar, and then oil marina for a little bit of contour to deepen. So let's get started with this. I think I'm going to go in with a sponge. No, you know what? I'm going to play it safe first and go in with this BH Cosmetics number 4 brush from the Marble set. And I'm going to go ahead and try to brighten up under the eyes. I've done my base already, but it's not complete. Hence, you can still see where I have not added a contour or anything on my nose. So I'm going to use that. So dipped into it. Pop, pop. Gonna dab it. And I'm just gonna wish me luck. It's crazy because this is very translucent that I can't even see it. And I went very light under the eyes for today's look because this purple was dramatic. So since my highlight was already so light, this is the color, the brightening color is actually, but you can't even tell, but it's almost a little, it's like the same color as the concealer that I used today. So I'm not sure that it's actually showing up that much. Let me go in with the sponge and see. Okay, I can definitely see it better with the sponge because it's picking up more product. And I'm just going to put this all over now. You see how that, yeah, that gives you a better impression of what it would really look like. Because I didn't use a super light concealer on my forehead and chin, just under the eyes to give a dramatic look. But I can definitely see the brightening. And actually, I'm about to take a basic large powder brush and just blend that so it doesn't look too much. And let me go ahead and swatch for you so you can see. But like I said, it's translucent, so this orange is actually not as, this orange tint to it is actually not that problematic. And then if you blend it, it's there. It's bright still, but it's like, you get what I'm saying? It's blending, but you still get that brightness. That's the effect that you're going to get on the face. So that's not bad, actually. I'm not really upset with that. I can actually use it and it doesn't make me look stupid. And it probably tones down, because it probably tones down the light concealer that I have on if I was to take flash pictures, which, great. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to go in with the deepener, because I haven't used any cream or liquid contour. I just wanted to keep it basic for this video so that you can see the tones on the skin without interference from any other products. So Oil Morena. That is gorgeous, and it's not super deep. Well, I'm not putting a whole bunch on either. But now that I'm looking at it, I don't know how deep this would go for somebody who was like an NW50, or I don't know what's the like popular. I keep using MAC references because I'm a MAC girl, but also this is still warm. So you know what? This is still like a bronzer. Honestly, it's not a contour. It's not a contour on me. I typically like my contours to run a little bit on the neutral side. This is still warm. So I'm wondering if this is just like two bronzers. And it probably is. That's interesting. This is just two bronzers. That's great, actually. And I'm packing it on for you guys to see because it's a little bit harder. But in person, I would not put this much on. But just for the video. Now I'm going to go in with Cinnamon Sugar, which is this middle shade right here. Which I don't know if this will actually show up on me or not. We'll see. Oh, yeah. It showed up. You might not see it on the camera because it is like, it's warm. It's more red, like warm. More clay orange, actually. It's not really red. But I can definitely tell the difference between those colors in person. This is definitely all warmth and no deepness. So if you hate that bronzers have, because some deeper skin tones don't prefer like their bronzers to have so much depth in them. And I think that's typically what brands want to do. They just want to make it as brown as possible for a bronzer and add a hint of red. But if your red is like a clay, and it's a deeper pigmented type of clay color, you can still get that bronzer effect without having so much brown in it, making it look like a contour. And that's what I think this is doing. It's so much warmth and not brown, but it still is pigmented, and you can see it on my skin, as opposed to Oil Morena, which has that brown, like that brown color that I typically like to have in a bronzer. I don't mind it. But on days that you're just feeling you just want warmth only, I think this is what I'm putting it on my forehead so you can see. You can still see that color. And I used a different brush, so it's not Oi Morena interfering at all. So let me swatch both of those colors so you can kind of understand what I was talking about. Here is Cinnamon Sugar. Yep, that is exactly on point. On point. See, that's what I'm talking about. That clay orange shade that some deeper skin tones prefer as opposed to like this bronzer color, which is more like Benefit Toasted. You know, I like that clay shade, but I also like Toasted too, because when I get dark, I go with Toasted because it is better at showing up on the skin during my summer color. But this just gives me a warmth during the winter without overdoing it and making it look like I've contoured too. So let me go ahead and put that closer to the camera so actually you can see it. And you can see they're both warm, so they definitely, to me, are both considered bronzers. And that definitely brought this look together. I was looking a little bright because I hadn't contoured or bronzed or anything, so that works. Now we're going to move over to the blush palette, which is also the deepest one, and it comes in medium, light, and deep, and it has 3 pretty shades. This one is more like a berry, this is orange, and this is like more like a maroon color, which is more subtle. I think today, since my look is a little bit extra at the top, I'm gonna go in with Candela on the end, because that orange shade would just do too much for me right now, and I'm not ready. So Candela, here we are. That is, whoa. I only dipped into it one time. Like, good Lord. That is pigmented. You don't need that much. Oh my God. Almost, I would have messed up my face because normally I'm like, yeah, you do not need that much, and I regret that so much because I don't want to look like a clown out here in these streets. But it's too late. Yeah, that blush is pigmented right off the bat. Like, please, just tap into it a little bit. Don't do what I did or you'll be looking like a clown. So I'm going to swatch these two just so you can get an idea. Here it is on the fingers. And I'm just going to do this kind of sloppy because who really likes blush swatches? Yeah, these are pigmented. Oh my. So be careful. Alright, so that is pretty much it for this video. First impressions, I am actually impressed by this. I did not understand, well, I didn't know how this golden hour was going to perform, this brightener, but doesn't seem too bad. Doesn't seem too bad. But yeah, first impressions, these are bomb. I'm going to keep using them, and then I'll tell you like my final review at the end of either this month or next month after I've had a chance to like use it a lot more. But I will link everything down below for you to check out, as I always do, and I'll let you know what I'm wearing on my face and all that jazz. And yeah, if you like this video, make sure you go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you have not, and I will see you guys in the next video.